Inside every woman's body, billions of cells perform a biological symphony that repeats each month with astonishing precision. As we move beneath the skin and through the layers of tissue, we enter a world invisible to the human eye, a world where hormones, organs, and time operate in perfect synchronization. Here lies the uterus, a small organ only about 7.5 centimeters long and weighing less than 70 grams, yet capable of sustaining and renewing life. On either side sit the ovaries, each containing between 300,000 and 400,000 eggs, though only about 400 will ever be released in an entire lifetime. Connecting them are the fallopian tubes, the delicate pathways that carry the egg on its most remarkable journey. A typical menstrual cycle lasts around 28 days, divided into 4 distinct phases: menstruation, the follicular phase, ovulation, and the luteal phase. Each one represents a different chapter in the conversation between the brain, the hormones, and the body. It all begins in the pituitary gland, the hormonal control center located beneath the brain. From here, 2 key messengers are released: FSH and LH. FSH, or follicle stimulating hormone, sends the signal that awakens a new generation of follicles within the ovaries. Dozens begin to grow, each containing an immature egg that has lain dormant for years. Under FSH stimulation, one follicle grows faster than the rest. It becomes the dominant follicle, enlarging to about 18 to 25 millimeters in diameter. Inside, thousands of granulosa cells nurture the egg, releasing estrogen, the hormone that thickens the uterine lining to 5 to 7 millimeters and enriches it with blood vessels. As estrogen peaks, the brain responds with a surge of LH, the final trigger that signals ovulation. Within hours, the follicle ruptures and the egg is released, a fleeting event lasting barely 15 minutes, but representing the pinnacle of reproductive readiness. Surrounded by nutrient-rich fluid, the egg begins its journey through the fallopian tube. Measuring just 0.1 millimeter, 10 times larger than a skin cell, it can survive for only 12 to 24 hours. Tiny hair-like structures called cilia line the fallopian tubes, moving rhythmically to guide the egg forward at just 1 centimeter per minute. Millions of these microscopic movements act in harmony, like waves pushing a single cell toward its destination. This is the fertile window, the moment when the entire endocrine system reaches perfect balance as estrogen, LH, and progesterone align. Yet the window remains open for only about 4 days, roughly 15% of the entire cycle. If sperm are present, roughly 300 million in a single ejaculation. The most extraordinary event in biology may occur. Only one sperm, among millions, will penetrate the egg's protective shell and form a zygote, the very beginning of life. If fertilization does not happen, the egg disintegrates within 24 hours and is reabsorbed by the body. As progesterone levels drop, the uterine lining loses stability and begins to shed. This is menstruation, the release of blood and tissue lasting 3 to 7 days, with an average blood loss of 30 to 40 milliliters. When it ends, the body immediately begins the process again, renewing, resetting, and repeating this rhythm hundreds of times across a woman's lifetime. But what happens when this rhythm is disrupted? The menstrual cycle is highly sensitive to stress, lack of sleep, and environmental changes. Elevated cortisol from chronic stress suppresses FSH and LH, delaying or even preventing ovulation. Prolonged imbalance may contribute to polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, affecting nearly 10% of women worldwide. Caffeine, alcohol, and smoking reduce blood flow to the ovaries, while sleep deprivation can lower melatonin secretion by up to 30%, disrupting the body's internal clock. When hormones lose their pattern, estrogen and progesterone fluctuate unpredictably. The body responds with cramps, fatigue, and premenstrual symptoms. The tightening pain in the abdomen is the uterus contracting to push blood outward, while inflammatory cells activate along the uterine wall, creating discomfort and fatigue. If this persists, communication between the brain and the ovaries weakens, leading to temporary amenorrhea, the loss of menstruation, and a full hormonal imbalance reflected in skin, mood, and sleep. Yet the human body has an extraordinary ability to heal when given care and time. Nutrition is the first key. Iron, zinc, vitamin B6, and omega-3 fatty acids support hormone balance and reduce inflammation. Adequate sleep, 7 to 8 hours per night, has been shown in Harvard studies to reduce menstrual irregularities by 37%. Gentle movement such as yoga or walking improves pelvic circulation, while meditation calms the amygdala, the brain's stress center, stabilizing hormonal rhythms. Tracking one's cycle with digital apps helps detect irregularities early and fosters awareness of the body's signals. Within 2 or 3 months of adopting healthy habits, hormone levels begin to stabilize. The uterine lining regenerates evenly and healthily. Hormonal grafts smooth into gentle waves once more. As equilibrium returns, skin brightens, sleep deepens, and vitality increases. Signs of systemic harmony. New eggs mature, ready for the next cycle, continuing the unending pattern of renewal. Remember, your body is never against you. It is communicating, asking for balance and care. From a biological perspective, the menstrual system is a masterpiece of engineering. Every month, the ovaries, uterus, and brain coordinate through thousands of chemical signals, maintaining the capacity for renewal. When hormones, emotions, and lifestyle align, reproductive health reaches its natural equilibrium. On a cosmic scale, the menstrual cycle mirrors the rhythm of the moon. 28 days of light and shadow, birth and release. It is not merely a biological process, but a story of life, body, and identity told through light and transformation. The 5 golden pillars of a healthy cycle: balanced diet, restorative sleep, gentle movement, emotional calm, and regular tracking keep this rhythm steady. Reproductive health belongs not only to the body, but also to the mind. When the body thrives, the skin glows, the voice softens, and the energy of life flows freely. True confidence arises not from appearance, but from understanding and nurturing one's own body. Listen to your cycle. It is the language your body speaks every month. Every cell, every hormonal pulse is evidence of the extraordinary strength of womanhood. Hormones flow like tides, breathing life through every rhythm of nature. When you understand your body, you gain control over your emotions, your health, and your future. Feminine energy is not weakness. It is the creative force of renewal itself.